Here's what I got out of the mystery tackle box. So I'm gonna start tossing it around here. I rigged it. It's a weird looking worm, very thick looking worm. And I just rigged it on a Texas style rig. See how it swims out here right now. Always could switch up and use my Senko. You guys know how the Senko worm. Oh, okay. Look at that. That worm actually worked. That worm is something different and something to behold. This is another bat. He's trying to get out. I don't want him to hurt himself. Yeah. So that's that worm that we were able to use right now to catch this bass. And it's a pretty good looking worm. It's interesting. And I was thinking, what were going to be the odds that I was going to be able to catch a bass that I was going to be able to catch a bass with that worm. But yeah, this is not a giant or anything like that. It's a small bass, but I didn't even believe I was going to catch him with that worm. Again, this is the worm that came in the tackle box. It's hoax fish. It's a thick worm right out of the box. It worked. We landed a bass, so that's a plus. Unfortunately, you know, this is what happens. You get some tear, and I got a tear here, and you can see it's broke here with the grip pin. That's another thing as well. I'm not sure if I was using an offset hook, one of the offset hooks that came with the tackle box. Would have been a great idea, but I'm just going to turn it on to the other side. I'm going to fish it like that now. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. See if we catch a second another bass off of this. But as you can see, we already caught one with this particular worm, and came fast. You know, that was pretty neat. Let's toss around here, see if we could get another bass to come after it. That'll be awesome. Okay, so I'm using, again, this is fluorocarbon, 12 pound, and basic Texas rig on there. Oh, oh, we got another one, guys. Yes, another one. Got a second bass. Yeah. That's another one. That's another one that came up, and this one's a decent size. This one's a decent size bass. Oh, look at that. Nice. It's another one. Now this one here, this one here came off the same exact worm, and this was actually the very next cast. So that tells you a lot. But that's a decent bass right there. Let's see our buddy take off. There he goes. Biting off the pectorals. I'm like, oh, I didn't want a pectoral. But the pectorals also were good bites, you know. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's take a. All right. This is a nice one. This is a nice, and look where that. Let's take a look at that hook. Look at that hook hit. Look how perfect landing. This is what I call perfect landing on a on a hook set, so to speak. But decent bass. This is definitely one that we'll take a picture with. So with 14 inches, no doubt. And him, this is perfect. Nice. So as you can see, that one was with the 1,000, what's it called, the 10,000. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna take out our box, right? So they do have the mystery tackle box, measuring to catch and win, right? So it tells you there, the bass has to be 14 inches, so we have to be up to here, on here. And when you put them on there, this bass is well over 14 inches. He's 16 inches. Nice. That's a 16-inch bass. Like, bass are not open to biting right now either, so that's what it is. Oh, did you? Oh, okay. All right. Look at this. We got the bass. We got the large brown bass. Boom. Got him with that is the plastic, soft plastic that came in the tackle box. We do have what is the tube with those little appendages in the back end. There's your bass that we caught, and this is actually the hook that was also, this is the offset hook that also came along with the tackle box. We have a bass, largemouth, with that 4-aught hook, offset hook that came in the tackle box, and the tube with the 4 appendages. We got a bass on that one as well. How about that? Things are looking good. We're gonna put this guy back. Okay, so I wrapped up this mystery tackle box that I picked up from the Dick's Sporting Goods. Now, just wanted to do a quick review of the stuff you folks were able to see in the video. I did have some really exciting moments at times, but then I also had some hard times. Now, I would like to start off with some of the stuff that wasn't really highlighted in the video. So, digging in the box right off the top, this was the Weston basically top water lure. This one's the most expensive one that is set in the car. There was $12.99. I really didn't get nothing out of this guy here, unfortunately. You know, maybe if I spend a lot of more time out there just popping it out there, and because it's kind of like a popper, I saw how it was like. It does have pretty good movement, side to side movement on top of the surface there, and also spits out some water as you pop it and retrieve it. Unfortunately, I tell you, I give it a good shot, and I go out there and I throw it around certain areas, and and I did what I could with the time I had to work it out there. Unfortunately, I did not land a fish at all throughout this video. So again, usually the stuff that we work on and tackle, that we come about, depending on how well that lure was able to perform, is stuff that we keep in our tackle box, right? Quite frankly, I'm not a huge fan of top water, to tell you folks the truth. Really, I'm more of a swim jig and crankbaits, and also plastic worms. That's pretty much the realm where I'm always falling. Never been a huge fan of top water, even though I do like the blow ups. I did catch bats or two here and there with frogs, but never been too much a fan of these top water things. Maybe in salt water they probably go bananas out there with top water, but yeah, I didn't have too much fun, unfortunately, with the Western throughout the video. So it wasn't even, I didn't even upload most of the stuff that I took time out there and recording just how it moved and glide on top of the water. I probably could have put that to show you guys the action, but it was really not too much excitement out of it. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to do much with that. With that being said, the second lure, which was the floating jig that came with it. Now, this is the trailer. Let me just take this trailer off. This is one of the bugs, Yamamoto bugs, that doesn't come so separately, doesn't come with the box. But yeah, this floating jig here, it's another flush, really light. You know, I love jigs, but this is really light as a floating jigs. Basically, it's just something that you just want to use as a top water, I guess. It's just because there's no weight to this at all. It's just gonna be on top of the surface there. So again, I used it, threw it around a couple of places, didn't get any type of action whatsoever. Bass was actually laughing at this. They probably were laughing at me, looking at it pass by and just cracking up. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do anything with this particular lure. And again, I do like good keepers on the jigs. This one has zero. You guys see, it has zero of a keeper on there at all. Nothing at all on there. And yeah, nothing happened with that. So one that was the ones that were productive, moving on in. So out of the 6, 2 were canceled out, but out of the other 6 items that came out of the box, we were able to have some fun throughout the video. This was the, as you can see, there's the one that I had in my tackle box. It's getting a little bit beat up there. You take a look, it's getting a little, you know, some little wear and tear going on that little guy, but he still was catching fish out there as well. Now this is the one that actually came, see, the same exact size, same exact bait from the 10,000 Fish, the Headhunter. And see that there, same exact lure. So at least I have a spare, keep that. Again, something that I would definitely keep in my tackle box, because it actually showed some spunk. You see how that hook springs up there, hides right in the fin there, nice and neat, tucked away. It has shown some results, so it's something that I keep in the tackle box. Again, I don't like carrying all my tackle with me. You don't want to be weighed down with stuff when you walk, especially when you walk in lakes. But next up, the Green Pumpkin Red Flake vertical lures, the Tube X, which was 3.5. That little tubey. Okay, this little tube gave me a lot of work, even though I fished it on a 3/8 tungsten, and I actually put the Harmony hook, the offset hook, that also comes with the in the tackle box. I gave the 4-rod hook, actually rigged it and put this little 2X on it as well. And it took me a while. I kept on trying to land something with it. At the very end of the video there, you folks will see that I do actually end up landing a bass. Yay. Ended up catching one with the offset hook and the tube. It took a little while, but definitely I got it. Now I did get strikes, various strikes from time to time, and you could tell that it was a fish. Probably could have been a turtle or something else, but most likely a fish that probably bit the back end of it. And you see when I retrieve it, it's almost like slightly taken off the hook, and it's all bent up at the end of the hook there. But yeah, I got a couple of strikes here and there, but I definitely ended hooking up and pulling one out of the lake with the TubeX 3.5 from Vertical Lures. So that worked. And last but not least, out of the 6 items is the Hoax fish. Hoax fish. Now Chiseler, the word Chiseler is funny. It came in and it came to me. It was always sticking to me. I giggled sometime when I hear Chiseler, but it was from the movie Gangs of New York, when Leonardo DiCaprio was having a heartfelt discussion with somebody that was calling him a Fiddlin' Benz, something like this, and he didn't know what it was, but he told him, hey, but if you do call me a Chiseler, then you know, then we got business, right? So the word Chiseler came. It's kind of stuck in my head when I was fishing that. When I was fishing the worm out there, I was just kept thinking about that scene. But yeah, I caught the most fish that I caught throughout the week. Fishing 2 hours here, an hour here. Every time I saw a puddle here and there, jumping everywhere. The most fish that I was able to take out was with the Chiseler. This is actually the one bait that actually paid off throughout the whole in the whole box. But again, not ruling out the 10,000 fish headhunter and that little tube from Vertical Lures. Now that's what I got, folks. But not sure if I'm gonna do another tackle box unless you folks get something from my comment. I'm still working on my channel, trying to get the channel up and going. I only got 8 subscribers right now, and I appreciate all of you guys, no doubt. Hopefully we could keep things going, and if interested in seeing more of these tackle boxes, mystery tackle box or any kind of box, I would get that going as well. But yeah, that's it for the video. Keep casting, have fun, God bless.